It's a troubling time across the world, but it is also a time, that, I'm taking a full advantage of, and being able to, love on my kids and my family.
As we continue our work at home series with Browns players, who better to talk to? No bigger luminary on the team than Jarvis Landry, the Pro Bowl wide receiver. Jarvis, first of all, let me just ask you, I know it's a crazy time. How are you and the family doing?
Well, we're doing wonderful. We're doing wonderful. It's actually, it's a blessing at the same time. We're having a lot of opportunity to spend time with each other, and that's something that's special, and we're taking advantage of it for sure.
Having fun with the little ones, I'm assuming?
Oh man, from puzzles to paintings to our daily walks and chats. It's amazing. Again, it's a troubling time across the world. But it is also a time that I'm taking a full advantage of, and being able to love on my kids and my family.
Yeah, it's a special thing. Are we going to maybe see some of your master works of art displayed somewhere in the future as you become a great painter in this time?
Maybe. I'm working on it. I'm using this time to get all my failed tries out the way. So we'll see.
Perfect. How are you feeling physically? We know that, you had the surgery and for you, the off season probably wasn't going to be as much of an off season, at least early on from a physical standpoint. So how are you feeling physically? And is this kind of hurting or helping perhaps in your recovery and your rehab?
I actually think it's helping. I think it's something that for me, to feel like I have a bit more time to get ready, to get prepared. Obviously, the thing that's hurt the most is that there's not too many training facilities that are taking guys in right now. So I've been coordinating with all the doctors and all the people that I work closely with to make sure that I can do the necessary modalities and things at home, to be on the right page and be on the right pace to be back for the season.
Yeah, was that a tough decision for you? I know you thought maybe you were going to be able to go through the offseason, not have the surgery. You dominated the dodgeballs we all saw at the Pro Bowl and brought home an impressive win for the AFC. But, when you went through that, you had to make that decision, obviously not knowing what the world was going to be like later. Nobody had an idea this was coming. But was that a tough decision for you? And with the way you feel now, are you happy that you did that?
Yeah, it was very tough. And as I talked to a lot of people, that consulted, a lot of people that I reached out to for advice. It was still one of the decisions that I know for me that I did not want to make personally. I didn't want to, have a major surgery. But it came down to it where I played in the Pro Bowl and I realized that, I really need this. I don't know if I could have played a full season, this coming year in the shape that I was in, and not knowing how I made it through this past season, honestly. But it did. It's a blessing in disguise again that everything that's happening right now, is giving me time to be able to get back on my feet, to be able to get stronger, and that's what's important right now to me as well.
Absolutely. And I think it's good. And we're all wishing you a speedy and easy recovery. I know the times are make it a little bit more challenging, but I will say this, if I may. I mean, if all you had to do was dance, I think you're ready to roll. I've seen you on TikTok and you got the moves are looking good, Jarvis, looking limber.
Yeah, that's how I'm working on my confidence. That's how I'm working on getting my confidence back to be able to start running routes and move around like I want to. So yeah, I appreciate that.
You're very, very welcome. I didn't even know about TikTok. My daughter, who's about to turn 12, obviously that is the sweet spot for TikTok. And all she does is stand in the corner and start doing these crazy dance. Like, what are you doing? It's a TikTok dance, Dad. Come on.
It's
So I'm starting to
addictive,
get
man.
into it. It
It's
is.
addictive.
It is. People love it. So when you think about this season, though, getting ready for it, you talked about that. Kevin Stefanski comes in and he brings an offense that has been, with Kyle Shanahan, the Shanahan family, Gary Kubiak, been successful everywhere and been really successful for wide receivers as well. What are your thoughts on being able to get into this wide zone based scheme and seeing what people can do?
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited to see, how I fit in the puzzle, and what piece that I can bring in my game that can help contribute to the team. Obviously, I don't really know too much about the system, and that's going to come over time. And
Sure.
with everything being pushed back a little bit more, I think we're trying to find ways now to be able to get the playbook, or get some kind of direction about where we're going to be heading as an offense. So for me, I'm excited. I'm excited. I'm a big fan of Coach Kevin. We've talked numerous of times. I'm excited to play my part.
Absolutely. It certainly seems like it isn't. It's a two-way street. And I think when everybody's playing to their strengths, that's when you're going to see this offense explode. And there's a lot of talent. We know you and Odell out wide, David Njoku back this year, and they make an addition, early in free agency. Austin Hooper, Pro Bowl tight end, comes in. Jack Conklin, all-pro right tackle, comes in. You had to be pretty excited about those early additions on your side of the football.
Yeah, great pickups. Great pickups. Great pickups. And, and guys that are proven, guys that, have been on teams that have won and have had success, and it's nothing like adding guys like that to your roster.
How is Odell? I'm sure you guys have been talking quite a bit. It's probably hard for you guys having to do the social distancing, but how's Odell? And who have you got to really talk to and talk to a lot, during this time from the team?
Yeah, we've been talking a bunch, and all of our talks kind of been about obviously surrounding our injuries, making sure our families are safe during this trying time. But a lot of our talks has been surrounding our injuries and how this time that we can use to actually focus on our bodies more than what we would have if, we had the surgeries and didn't have this much time, or, vice versa. Or if we didn't have surgery and still had only 2.5 months to be prepared and get ready. You know what I mean? So
absolutely.
About using this time to be able to focus on our bodies, focus on getting better, focus on the team, and that's something that's important to him, important to me, and I think you guys are going to see a lot of that this year.
I know that you're not one to get into hyperbole or looking too far ahead, but when you think about an offense that's going to be able to have, Nick Chubb, Kareem Hunt, yourself, Odell, Austin Hooper, David, the line is going to be better with the addition of an all-pro like Jack Conklin. A lot of people think the 10th pick will be the left tackle of the future. And of course, the quarterback Baker. You got to be pretty excited about when this finally, the time comes to get everybody together and get on the field together, that this could be a pretty special offense.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. It's exciting, man. It's exciting. And I can't even put it into words because, again, it's one of the things that kind of hit me after last season, right? Knowing all the potential that we had, knowing the guys that we had, and, we just quite didn't put it together. So, finding a way now to see all the trials and the things that we went through last year, that we can take a step forward, even though, we can look at the bad or we can look at the things that we didn't do well, but we can take a step forward from that as well. You know what I mean? So I think for us, having guys, again, with another year of experience, and I keep talking about experience. I always talk about experience because I believe that's one of the most important things. Adding another year of experience is really going to help us as a team.
So how have you been keeping yourself busy? You mentioned all the family time, but some video games, some binge TVing, anything like that. What have you been doing in addition to getting your body right, getting your heart right, obviously, with your family and enjoying that special time? What have you been doing kind of for fun in this time?
That's really what it's been. It's been TikTok, video games, and family TikTok and video games. That's really all it's been, and working out, rehabbing throughout the day, start my day in rehab, and from there is, family and video game and TikTok in a little bit.
Well, what are your video games of choice?
Right now it's probably Call of Duty and 2K, so I got a Madden game later that I'm pumped about though, because I hadn't played Madden in a while, but I'm still excited to see what I can do. I like to think I still got it.
I'm sure you still got it. Before we get to the Madden, though, I have to ask, I play 2K as well. What do you play in 2K? Did you make your own guy and go play in the rec, or do you do my team, or you just play game? What do you do in 2K?
No, I got my players.
Okay, you got your my player. What position did you make the Jarvis my player?
Oh, bro, I got 10 bills. You
got everything.
I got 10 bills. I got anything that you need me to bring, I can bring it.
I love it. You play with any of the guys on the team? There are a lot of 2K guys on this team.
Oh, there's a bunch of guys. Randall, man, there's so many guys that play on the team that we always link up in the park and things like that, or in the Pro AM, and play together. Yeah, so it's fun.
It is a good one. And speaking of a guy on the team, you mentioned this Madden game coming up. It's not just against anybody. It's against Denzel Ward, and the rumor has it you're bringing yourself and the Cleveland Browns to this game tonight against Denzel for a great cause, obviously through the NFL to raise money for charities helping people with COVID-19.
Yeah, it's gonna be exciting. I'm afraid that he's gonna pick Kansas City or Dallas or something like that. So, but at the end of the day, I got a plan for him, and I'm ready, and we're gonna just let everything take care of itself. Hopefully, my IQ wins this one for me.
We had to sign an NDA. I can tell you don't have to worry about Dallas or Kansas City. I can't tell you what team he is, but because we interviewed him earlier, but it is not Dallas or Kansas City.
Oh, I can tell you. Then we good.
Then you're good.
We all in the dog pound, bro. We all in the dog pound. Believe that.
Are you guys going to put any special bragging rights? I know you want to advance so you can get the most money for your charity to help people with COVID-19 relief, but any extra maybe sauce that you're going to put on this one, Jarvis?
No, I'm open to everything, though. I'm open to anything. But, as of now, it's nothing going on. Just, we for charity and, help as much as possible for relief.
Yes, and I know you got to get to that, so I'll leave you with this. What's something you'd want to say to the fans of the Cleveland Browns at this time?
Man, just take care of yourselves. Obviously, this is a trying time, and the season will get here. The season will get here, and when it does, best believe we're going to make sure that it's a special one.
Jarvis, thank you so much for the time. Always great catching up with you. Enjoy your family, enjoy the rehab, and thanks so much.
Thank you, guys.